I'm happy. You haven't by any chance forgotten I'm being married next week?
Prepare yourself for a shock, my love. We may never be married.
Murder. A murder is inevitable. Lord Arthur Savile has to commit a murder. Till then, he won't marry his beautiful fiancée. But how to commit a murder? A poison a good option? Arthur Savile knew nothing about the science of poisons. He looked for some books on the subject in the club library. Finally, he found a book he could understand. The book contained a good description of the poison he wanted. It is quick and painless. Yes, just the poison he wanted. It is aconitin. Aconitin is a diterpenoid abundantly present in the tuberous roots of Aconitum napellus. Aconitum napellus belongs to the family Ranunculaceae. By the way, did Arthur Savile commit the murder? Did he marry his fiancée? Wait. As per the classification of Bentham and Hooker, Ranunculaceae comes under the subclass Polypetalae, series Thalamiflorae, and cohort Ranales. APG system included Ranunculaceae under the Ranunculales order of the large group Eudicots. The family is popularly known as buttercup family because of the shape and color of the flowers in many of its members, especially one of the significant members, Ranunculus. The family name Ranunculaceae originated from a Latin word rana, meaning little frog, indicating the amphibious habit of many species like Ranunculus flabellaris. The family includes about 62 genera and 2,525 species, most of which are distributed to the temperate regions of the northern hemisphere. Members of the family exhibit wide range of habits, mostly annual herbs like Ranunculus and anemone. Cimicifuga, Helleborus and Aconitum are perennial herbs. Cimicifuga and Helleborus perennate by means of their rhizome, and Aconitum perennate by means of tuberous roots. Xanthorrhiza is a rare woody shrub in the family Ranunculaceae. Clematis and Nervili are vines. In Nervilia, the terminal leaflet is modified into a hooked tendril. Clematis use petiole as a tendril-like climbing device. Most of the members have alternate phyllotaxy. Clematis and Nervilia are exceptions and exhibit opposite phyllotaxy. See the leaves of Clematis. They are exhibiting opposite phyllotaxy. These are the leaves of Nervilia. They are also exhibiting opposite phyllotaxy. Leaves of the plants belonging to the family also shows a wide range of variation in their form and structure. In most of the members, the leaves are exstipulate. But in genera like Thalictrum and Ranunculus, the leaves are stipulate. The leaves may be simple, as in most of the species of Ranunculus, or deeply palmately lobed with sheathing base, as in several species of Aconitum. In genera like Clematis and Nervilla, the leaves are pinnately compound. The leaves may be finely dissected, as in Delphinium ajacis and Ranunculus trichophilus. Some species of Ranunculus, like Ranunculus aquatilis, exhibits heterophyly. Majority of the members produce flowers in various kinds of cymose inflorescences. Genera like Thalictrum produce flowers in showy panicles. Nigella produce solitary flowers. Structure of the flowers of Clematis will give us an idea about the floral architecture of the family. The flowers of Clematis are actinomorphic, bisexual, and hypogynous. In these flowers, sepals are petal-like or petaloid. We will encounter other members with a similar feature later in this discussion. There are some exceptions to the general floral architecture. For example, many species of Thalictrum produce unisexual flowers. Thalictrum fendleri and Thalictrum dioicum are good examples. Flowers of Delphinium and Aconitum are zygomorphic. Perianth with distinct calyx and corolla are present in many members. Ranunculus and Nervilla are examples. Petals are absent in some members. Clematis is an example. Thalictrum flavum is another example. Petaloid sepals are common in Thalictrum delavi and Nigella. In members with definable calyx, number of sepals ranges from 5 to 8. The sepals are aposepalous and valvate or imbricate in aestivation. In Delphinium, the posterior sepal is modified into a spur. In members with distinct corolla, number of petals ranges from 3 to 50. Petals are free, usually they are imbricate. In Aquilegia, the petals are spurred. Nectaries are present in the flowers of several members like Paeonia, Actia, and Ranunculus. See the androecium of Clematis. Here, there are several stamens. If you analyze the number of stamens in the different members of the family,
we can see that the numbers range from 15 to many. Brightly colored petaloid stamens are present in many members like Thalictrum chiusianum, Thalictrum aquiligifolium, and Thalictrum punctatum. The anthers are usually diathecial, tetrasporangiate, and they dehisce longitudinally. This is the gynoecium of Clematis. This flower has 6 carpels. Number of carpels among various members of the family ranges from 1 to many. Here in Clematis, the carpels are free or apocarpous, as in many other members of the family Ranunculaceae. But in the genus Actea, there is only a single carpel. In most of the members with many carpels, the carpels are free or apocarpous. But in Aquilegia, the carpels are partially fused, and Nigella shows synoviarious condition. As in Clematis, the gynoecium is superior in all the other members. Placentation is marginal or basal in apocarpous pistils. In Syncarpous gynoecium, placentation is axile. Each carpel contains 1 to many ovules. The fruit is an aggregate of achenes, follicles, or berries. In many genera, the styles are with hairy outgrowths and persistent. In the achenes, they serve as an aid of dispersal. The genus Actea produce an aggregate of berries. According to the report published by Kerala Forest Research Institute, there are 6 species of Clematis in the state of Kerala. They are Clematis bodiloni, Clematis gauriana, Clematis hedisarifolia, Clematis monroiana, Clematis recta, and Clematis whitiana. There are 3 species of Ranunculus: Ranunculus diffusus, Ranunculus reniformis, and Ranunculus wallichianus. Other species reported from Kerala state include Anemone rivularis, Neravelia ceylanica, and Thalictrum javanicum. The family includes several members with very attractive flowers. Examples are Ranunculus, Delphinium, Aconitum, Anemone, Clematis, and Aquilegia. Neravelia ceylanica is used in the treatment of inflammation, headache, rheumatic pain, wounds and ulcers, leprosy, and other skin diseases. The tuberous roots of aconitum yields a diterpenoid aconitin. The seeds of Nigella sativa, popularly known as black cumin, are used as a condiment. The flower and the interactions with pollinators that it enhances is considered one of the most important innovations that have allowed angiosperms to become the dominant element of today's flora, stated W. L. Krupt in a report published in the Annals of the Missouri Botanical Garden, Volume 71, 1984. A detailed study of the floral structure and pollination mechanisms in the various members of Ranunculaceae reveals the aptness of Krupt's statement. There are different flower designs in the family which relate to pollination. Ranunculus, anemone, caltha, and clematis represent one group with rather flat flowers with attractive perianth, numerous stamens, and carpels. These flowers have nectaries too. Such flowers are pollinated by a variety of insects. Another type of floral structure can be encountered in Thalictrum. There are about 190 species of Thalictrum, and they provide a spectrum of variation in floral traits coupled with two pollination mechanisms, insect pollination and wind pollination. All the species of Thalictrum are epetalous. Thalictrum thalictroides has flowers consisting of showy sepals that are white or purple. They are pollinated by insects. Other examples of insect pollinated species are Thalictrum chiusianum, Thalictrum aquiligifolium, and Thalictrum punctatum. But the flowers in these species are without perianth, and they attract pollinators using brightly colored petaloid stamens. The second type of pollination mechanism encountered in Thalictrum is wind pollination. Thalictrum dioicum is a species pollinated by wind. In this species, flowers are with features suitable for wind pollination, such as inconspicuous green and small flowers, numerous pendulous stamens, and extended stigmatic surface. Flowers in this species are unisexual. The genus Aquilegia exhibits another example of coevolution of floral structure and the features of pollinators. Aquilegia flowers have long trailing nectar spurs. In Aquilegia, the nectar spurs are tubular pockets that grow out from the petals, with nectar producing glands at their distal ends. There are about 70 species of Aquilegia, and the depth of the spur ranges from 1 to 15 centimeters. Depending on the depth of the spur, the pollinators also varies. For example, Aquilegia vulgaris has short spurs and are pollinated by bees. Examples of Aquilegia species with medium spur are Aquilegia canadensis and Aquilegia caerulea. These species are pollinated by butterflies, bumblebees, and hawk moths. Aquilegia longissima and Aquilegia eximia have deep spurs and are pollinated by hawk moths or hummingbirds. In Aconitum and Delphinium, the flowers are zygomorphic and with very active nectaries. These flowers attract butterflies and bumblebees.
By the way, did Arthur Saville commit the murder? Did he marry his fiancée? Today itself, read the beautiful story by Oscar Wilde.